49-mile race. So quite a way to go. Frank working away at the wheel. And let's look at that Metro trying to get down the inside of Dennis Leach. As they're side by side, that Metro really has got a lot of horsepower. 1.3 litres, handled superbly. A rally driver, Tony Pond, Britain's top rally driver, having great fun on the circuit. So now he's trying down the inside. But Dennis Leach doesn't give much quarter either. Look at that superb action there. The big Rover sliding about. The Mazda tucked in behind. The Mazda's got quite a bit of horsepower too. And, oh, they almost touched then. That's Hamish Irvine up from Scotland, having a big old battle with Tony Pond. Tony Pond really mixed up with people, and that is the battle for the class, because Tony Pond and Hamish Irvine are in Class B, the 1600 to 2500cc category, and of course the big red and scarlet Rover is one class above them. Well, and Tony Pond's all over the grass, but he's used to being on the loose stuff from his rallying, and he certainly is speaking the car about. And now he's going to try down the inside. Very, very hectic stuff indeed from Tony Pond. Tony rushing off to do a recce for a rally as soon as he's finished here. And dicing away with the only Capri in the race. It seems to lock a wheel, and he's probably in trouble. Well, that's a Capri of Graham Good, experienced campaigner, and the only person still using a Capri. As I said, Capri used to dominate this category of racing. When the rules were changed from Group 1 to Group A to bring them in line with the European regulations, the Capri lost out in the way that its special parts have been homologated. That's a word that means specially approved. And the Capri is now very much in their swan song. But Graham Good putting on a good display, but being beaten by that tiny little Metro. Brian.
I noticed that the Metro of Pond is smoking quite badly on the corners. And in my experience, anything that go by with turbos is probably going to blow up before the end of the 25 laps down. But there is always a problem on reliability of turbos. You know that there is some smoke coming from the rear of that Metro.
Yes, well, Tony using all the curves again. Brian, of course, raced for the Tolman Hart Turbo team back in 1981, and he experienced quite a few of those turbos popping under it. So there is Tony Pond using all his rally tactics, throwing the car about, giving Graham Good in the Capri plenty to think about. And there the Rover about to lap the car, which perhaps in a few months' time it will be battling with. That is Dave Brodie. Run, baby, run, Dave Brodie, director of Williams Grand Prix Engineering, giving the only the second run to a new Colt Turbo. Dave Brodie being lapped. And Dave Brodie is lapped by Jeff Allen and will soon be gobbled up by Peter Lovett. The problem with that turbocharged car is that well, it's a new thing in motor racing these days, but they haven't got the computer right that decides how much fuel is going to be squirted into the fuel injection into the turbocharger. They were playing with it last night, and they reckon that before the car is going to be really quick, they've got to write a new program. Well, that shows you how motor racing's moved into the technology of the 1980s. So Jeff Allen working hard at the wheel of the Sanyo Rover. Second, Peter Lovett. Third, Frank Sittner. Still trying to get on terms with the Rover. And a lot of dust flying there. Somebody was on the grass. Jeff Allen twice won the supporting race for saloon cars at British Grand Prix in Capris. Peter Lovett has twice run the saloon car race the last 2 years at British Grand Prix in a Rover. And so Peter always seems to rise to that occasion. So into the chicane, the park chicane again. There is Tony Pond still having great fun. Now he's got right behind Dennis Leach's big Rover. Dennis Leach is one man that really is used to these big cars. Raced things like Falcons in the 1970s. Tried his hand at Formula 5000. Prepares the cars himself. Doesn't mind getting dirty. You usually see Dennis in the paddock with his sleeves rolled up and getting underneath the bonnet, and he's prepared this car basically himself, and that's what he does for a living, prepare racing cars and sports cars. And certainly got his hands full here. Great character, tall West Country driver, Dennis Leach, great enthusiast for the sport. Been at it now for over 15 years. Really on a very tight budget. You see, no sponsorship on that car, paying it out of his own pocket, spending every last penny on his racing car. And he's got Tony Pond trying every which way to get by. Dennis Leach gets out of the gate. Tony Pond tries to get down the inside. Graham Good's right there too. Hamish Irvine is also in the picture. Wondering how he can use the power. It's much slower around the corner, isn't he, Brian?
That's right. It's a classic tortoise and hare type situation, really, because the Rover's got the power and the Metro's got the handling. And of course, the little Metro will be quicker under braking, and it'll be better handling, basically. But of course, it just hasn't got the power to get past it down the straight. Having said that, it looks like now he's up on the inside, and he's in fact past it. Over to you, Andy.
Yeah, well, that was an audacious move by Tony Pond. We are on now lap 14 of this 25 laps, just over half distance. See somebody's been knocking a little plastic post into the centre of the racetrack. Very abrasive circuit here at Donington, so tyre wear is a factor as the race gets older. Tony Pond, as Brian said,